Fabulous. Welcome back to Access Hollywood Live. We're with Sheryl Crow, who has sold more than 30 million albums and has won 9 Grammys. Now, I saw a picture, I think on your Instagram, of you back in the studio. You said no more touring, you told the boys, but new album? New music?
Actually, I'm finishing an album, which has been the most fun project. I'm working with Steve Jordan, who's a fantastic musician and producer, and I've just been calling friends that I've worked with through the years and saying, hey, will you come do something with me? And so I've got a lot of friends on this record, from Willie Nelson to Keith Richards to, I mean, it's just been a real, Stevie Nicks, who is just, I mean, I idolize her, and she's also been a dear friend, and so it's just been a real project of love, and it's been great.
Do you find Nashville as an inspirational city for music? Because it really is kind of the new music hub of America.
It is. I moved there 10 years ago, and within 2 weeks I got calls to do guitar pulls, you know, which is basically you show up with a guitar, and for any given cause, there are people every night, like big names, who'll be like in a club, and there'll be like 3 or 4 people, and trading off songs and raising money for the local hospice or education. And it's just a real giving community. People are used to seeing their well-known, you know, country celebrity people, and they don't, there's no TMZ or anything like that. There tried to be, but there's just none of that. It's a very close-knit community, and it's very family-oriented. So
you said 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So is that because of the breast cancer?
I moved there like I decided after I got diagnosed, I'm going to go back home. My sister lived in Nashville. I grew up 3 hours from there, and kind of a knee-jerk decision, but really the best decision I ever made.
Sometimes those are the best, though.
Yes.
When you feel it in your heart and you know you're going home.
It's been great. It's been great.
Can we talk about Willie Nelson? She said, so when he shows up, is it just bandana on and a cloud of smoke and fabulousness? Like, give me some Willie Nelson.
I can just tell you, when I hang out with Willie Nelson, I just feel a little bit better pretty quick. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Did you hang out with Willie Nelson and Keith Richards at the same time? Because that could just get too weird.
I'm afraid I would just be like comatose if that ever happened. No, it didn't happen that way. And actually, Willie he's getting ready to record. Sadly, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to do it together, but we have had a lot of occasions. In fact, I'll tell you a really quick funny story. I was coming back from Europe. This has been years ago, and I'd done Crossroads with Willie, and I've recorded a few times with him, and we just were on a lot of things together, and we're singing a lot together at that time. And I came through passport control here in LA, and I'm almost to the end. I've got like 6 bags of stuff, you know, and I'm thinking, oh, I just want to go home. Please don't stop me and go through my bags. Hand the guy my passport, and he's like, can I be honest with you? And I said, yeah. And he goes, I really think you're doing a little too much with Willie Nelson. I was like, okay, give me my passport. Let me get out of here. Everybody, you know.
said those are fighting words.
Yes,
There's no
exactly.
such thing.
Back
It's too much. I just want to hug Willie, right?
He's a great man, a true artist, a great American entity, and just an amazing person.
Now, can we talk about Michael Jackson and Prince for a second?
Whoa.
Yes.
You worked with those two fine
I had
legends?
an unbelievable life. I really have. I moved out here. I was a school teacher. 6 months later, I landed the Michael Jackson Bad Tour. And
just that
there
thing.
is my hair.
Okay, but wait, 6 months later, you're touring on the Bad Tour. Tell us something we wouldn't know about Michael.
Well, I mean, the consummate artist. It's hard to even define what he was. I grew up watching the ABC cartoons, the Jackson family, and famous since he was 5. Just really the consummate professional musician, and really for me inspirational to watch him every night and to get to sing with him. Yeah,
I heard that
amazing.
He was very in control of his music. Like he wanted it played a certain way. He was like, this is how the song is done. Do it that way.
I mean, that's really why he was as great as he was. He was. I mean, there was nothing contrived about him. Yeah. Very, very into music. Very particular about the way it was, and he didn't just show up. He's a great performer.
Yeah.
And then Prince showed up to perform with you. Was this the Lilith Fair? I'm trying to remember, like 1999. I remember joined you on stage. There's your short hair.
Yeah, there it is.
What was that like?
Bad moment. Surreal. You know, I just wound up him being a fan, and he recorded winding road. He flew me out to Paisley Park. I got to play with him.
You went to Paisley Park, which looked wild.
Yeah. I mean, it was surreal. You know, I got to play basketball with him.
Did you beat him?
No, but he was playing in heels. And that tells you a little something about my game.
So Dave Chappelle show wasn't lying.
But I mean, he of everyone that I've worked with, he was the finest musician I've ever known, ever witnessed. Just unbelievable.
Sheryl, you seem so happy and peaceful and everything going great. Can't wait for your new music.
Thank you.
And to see everything. And put up this picture. Put up the flashback. It is Flashback Friday. This is you with your family, I think, at Yellowstone Park. Do we have this? Look right here. Tell me what's going on.
Okay, first of all, those are my favorite jeans of all time. Denim with white stripes. They had like a little ropey belt. That I think, I already had my glasses. I was rocking the glasses. Yeah, and my dad in his like pseudo turtleneck, looking pretty cool.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
I think I got glasses when I was 6. I think that's pretty hot.
That was all the fad back then.
Yeah.
Now, since we're going through pictures, you posted a picture with a snake around your neck.
Oh yeah.
Recently. What was
Oh,
that
yeah.
about?
Okay, first, I'm a mom of 2 boys. If I have to wear a snake to be cool, I'm gonna rock it. My kids are really into the word sick right now. They're like, that is sick.
That is so sick.
That is so sick.
First of all, I'm looking at how great you
Chicken
look
sick.
right there, Sheryl. You look so good.
My makeup artist is cringing. He's like, why are you not wearing foundation?
No, but I love whenever I see an interview or you talk about you're very into natural and aging gracefully.
Yeah.
And you've been vocal about this, which I appreciate, because I think a lot of women
My
don't.
mom and I always had this joke about we'll be the ones that get Botox and wind up with mad cow disease. Yeah, I mean, I am a naturalist. I don't love what's happening with my face and my body, but it's just part of growing older, and I feel like the more I fight it, the more I'm just going to be, and I'd rather be happy. So the trick is getting a great makeup artist and getting as bright a lights as you can.
Yeah. And shoot pictures down.
And shoot
That's
pictures
a great
down.
trick. Yeah.
No, I really love my life, and I can't really spend that much time in front of a mirror.
Yeah.
So,
I cherish every year. I
Yeah.
love it for the women doing it.
yeah.
Kiss the boys for us. Jack, was this so great? You
Yeah.
got to see Sheryl again.
Absolutely.
I'm so excited to see your TV show.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Wait, did you see it with his
History
dad?
buff? Yes. I can't think of anything
We
more
did a Tennessee
fun.
episode. We didn't make it to Nashville, but
You
we
did?
went to Memphis. So.
Bartender looks up from his wine. All I wanna do is have some fun. I got a feeling I'm not the only one.
Sheryl Crow with Kelsey Ballerini on ABC's Greatest Hits last night. It's been a little over 10 years since the Grammy winner battled breast cancer. She's now a paid spokesperson for Hologic's Genius 3D mammography exam. Sheryl, good to see you.
Good to see you.
Do you and Jack know each other?
Well, we've met a long time, but
Yes.
I love the man bun.
Oh, well,
Right?
thank you.
I do love it.
There's something, but very few men. It takes a strong man to rock the bun.
It really
I think.
does.
It actually
The
takes
bun.
a strong hairline, I find.
Yeah, you do have a good hairline, I have to say. I'm kind of fascinated by the history of my career according to hairdos.
Wait, this one.
Dark hair, short hair, that single-handedly almost ruined my career.
What do you mean?
Remember the Julia Roberts moment when everybody was up in arms about her? Yeah. Well, yeah, it's all of a sudden you feel like, I need a change, and I just went and whacked it off, but I survived it. It was traumatic
We
for a
all have
moment.
that hair era.
Yeah, but you are a survivor. 10 years, by the way.
Yes.
I think that is remarkable. My mom's a survivor as well.
Oh, she is.
And we all have so many friends that battle this. For you, 10 years ago, how was it discovered?
I had a routine mammogram, didn't have any family history at all, and it was time to have a mammogram, and it was Grammys week, and my whole world was kind of upside down at the moment, and they found calcifications, and it turned out to be ductal carcinoma, which is probably the most prevalent kind of breast cancer. But it's been interesting, really, in the 10 years, just watching things change. The fact that now there are 3D machines that can detect breast cancer 15 months earlier than what it would naturally, just from the Genius 3D, which is what we're working with. It's hopeful. It's great, for women, if they'll know their family history, be diligent about getting mammograms, then their survival rate is great. Until there's a cure, that's the best that we have.
Now, when should women start to go get tested and go for a scan?
They say it's between a woman and her doctor, but generally the golden rule is 40. But if you do have it in your family, there's maybe a chance that you might have a genetic predisposition to having breast cancer. So there are genetic tests that you can take. But in my situation, I didn't have any. It was just a routine checkup, and I wound up having breast cancer. And now it's 1 in 7 women, so it's
everybody. I know.
Yeah.
How can we find this testing? Do we have to ask our doctors for it, or where can we go for the 3D
Well,
scan?
it's the Genius mammography machine. It's 3D, and there's one in every state. I mean, generally, you can count on the big city having a 3D machine. You can go online and look for Hologic's Genius 3D mammography machine, and I recommend it to everyone.
Get your wife on this.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
breast cancer, my mom has those genes, and
Yes,
so she...
I knew that.
Yeah.
And she's doing great.
Yeah, she's doing good.
Yeah.
You know, she herself is a cancer survivor,
Yes.
so, you know,
Yeah.
there's our conversations that occur around the dinner table.
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
a life changer. I mean, I remember actually getting, I got my prognosis, and my entire family came out to LA, and we were, even my band, we all felt like we were diagnosed.
Yeah.
And it was a real game changer.
What's been the biggest change in your life since your diagnosis?
My boys, definitely. And you have 2 girls. I have
Yeah.
2 boys, 9 and 6.
We
And
can
they're
discuss the dowry at some
awesome.
point.
Yes, I know. I'm already trying to figure out who shall I marry. There's not a woman on the planet that's good enough for my kid. No,
It's got to be the Osbournes. You've got
I
to
know,
see
it
his
has to be the
girls.
Osbournes.
Oh,
I've seen
my
the
girls are
pictures.
too
They're
old.
so cute.
Oh.
But it's fun. I mean, it is one of those things you're talking about. Like, you immediately are able to quantify what's important and what's not
Yeah.
important. Kids do that, definitely. I took off the last year from touring. In fact, I told the boys I'm not touring anymore. I'm going to slow down, and they were both just like, we're not going on the road anymore. They love the tour bus, but it's great. It's just
How
so
old are they
much
now?
fun.
How old are the boys?
9 and 6.
9 and
yeah, and my
6?
9-year-old is like super cool dude. You know, like whatevs.
I think he was here
Yeah.
last time you came in.
Yes, yeah,
So I-
they're here now. They better be in bed, I'm hoping.
Okay.
They had a
I think
late
he was,
night.
I thought maybe I saw him at the I can't remember if I was in your dressing room, but
Yeah.
And what is he into? The oldest 9-year-old, like video game, outside, what show?
They're outside kids. They
Yeah.
love fishing. We have a creek,
Awesome.
and they're all about it. And they like the iPad, but they're so limited about what they get. Like, they get 15 minutes. and
Yeah.
It's like,
So they're
it's
not
kind of a
spending days on
buzzkill.
Pokemon Go.
Yeah. No, they don't even get to do that. I mean, I'm like, they're like, you're the meanest mom. I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
I think kids
Don't
though
forget that.
prefer the outdoors. Like my kids, they
Yeah.
love when they come in sweaty and dirty. That's
Yes.
a great day, you know.
Yeah, yeah, and they're
Our
all
kids
about it.
supposed
We
to
have
be.
horses, and we have dogs and lizards, and I mean, it's wild kingdom in our kitchen. So,
It's not a bad thing.
It's
Not a
awesome.
bad thing. And
Yeah.
you're living in Nashville now?
live in Nashville. It's a terrible place, so
Don't come.
move there. It's actually getting a little bit like LA, where rush hour starts at 6:30, but it's a great place to raise kids.
I was just there last weekend. I forgot about the humidity.
Oh,
Other
yeah.
than that, I was like,
hello. This happens naturally.